Hello, Malik Harrington here, Family Budget Fisherman. Well, once again, we have another rod review coming from Dick's Sporting Goods. And this is more on the budget side, but as you read in the description and the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about 13. We're going 13. I got 13 on the brain. We're going to be talking about Field and Stream's contribution to the rod world in their new spinning rod, the Tech Spec Black. Let's get started. Welcome back. As I mentioned to you, the Tech Spec Black. This is a 7'1". The model I have, is it a medium action or medium heavy action? This is the medium. Let me turn it this way to read it. This is the 7-foot medium fast action rod. The lure weight rating is 1/4 to 5/8. It's a bit of a narrow rating, but that's okay. You know that you can go all the way back to, you know you can go all the way at least half on the low end. I would not try to test the high end, but definitely the low end. So I could throw a 1/8 without much of a problem. And as I mentioned, this is a 7-foot medium. Hook keeper is down there. Look at this. Tangle-free guides. Okay. And there are, I believe, 7 plus the rod tip. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus the rod tip on a 7-foot rod. It's not bad. I prefer 8 plus the tip, but we got 7 plus the tip. Now, why did I make this purchase? First of all, let me tell you what I got it for, because this is the Family Budget Fisherman. I paid out the door. As you can see, this rod, where's the price of this rod? This rod sells for $69, so $70. Sells for $70. And my out the door price was about $40. So not too bad. And the reason why I made this purchase is because I am so underwhelmed with a rod in this competitive area, the new Defy Black, which is $10 less expensive, that I wanted to find something in that range for those of you who watch this channel and recommend something to you that I have full confidence in. And I believe we have found it. Now, this is my first impression. This is not an in-depth after 24-hour rod review, which you will get, but this nonetheless is my first impression. I like the fact that it has tangle-free guides. Okay, the fit and finish on this is really nice. It's a nicely designed rod. I wish they could have done a little bit better on the handle, maybe gone auger, but maybe that's a budget thing. Also, on the lock nut feels more plastic than it is metal. And I don't know what that means for the long term, but at least in the short term, I think that it could have been metal. Metal's not that expensive for the kind of metal that they would put on here. It has, I believe these are stainless steel inserts. Let me see here. Titanium inserts. So this is competing with some of the upper crust. Titanium is a really good insert, guys and gals. Titanium's a good insert, and it already is doing well with me. Now, so I'm going to pair this with the Revo, just as I mentioned with, for those of you, if you had a chance to see my first impressions of the 13 Fishing Fate Black, pair it with the Revo X. I'm going to pair this with the Revo X. So I'm going to turn this $70 rod to a $170 combo, because as you know, those Revo X's retail for $100. Except if you go to Sportsman's Warehouse, where they retail for $110, and now you're pumping up this combo to a $180 combo from a $170 combo, and that's not cheap for most of the weekend warriors, especially if you're going to buy 4 or 5 of these, you know. So that's the main reason why. So if you are an individual who would be interested in the Defy Black, the second iteration, the current model, then I would implore you to take a look at Field and Stream's competition. Now, where did Field and Stream come from? It used to be a premier brand as I grew up in fishing. I think tournament fishing has kind of crowded it out. But Field and Stream magazine, I mean, that was where you got your news. That was the you know, as I'd like to say, that was the Time magazine of fishing back then, you know. And then other publications took its place, and then certainly the internet came along, and then tournament fishing took a new turn because of the internet, and the way we communicate improved. So tournament fishing improved, and so kind of crowded it out. Dick's Sporting Goods owns the brand, so this is one of their brands going into effect. Now, here's what I will say in defense of this brand. You have professional tournament anglers who are using Bass Pro Shops brand. You know, I'm not going to say a whole bunch of names, but you have the Bass Pro Shops house brand is in the professional circuits where people are winning tournaments. And so I will say, if they can do it, then hey, why not give it a try? And especially if you're a weekend warrior. So look forward to me giving you my 24-hour in-depth on the water review. And since this is rated at 1/4, I may actually bump it up from doing the 215. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stick with doing the 215 because I'm very interested in how a 1/8 reacts on this rod. A 1/8 ounce weight reacts on this rod. So I'm going to definitely do that. And I'll let you know. Give me till about the first or second week of January. Now, another thing is Dick's Sporting Goods right now for the next couple of days or so has a little $20 coupon. So you can, it's $20 off of 100. So what you could do is, you know, buy other merchandise to go from $70 to $100 and then get 20% off of all that. And that works out right. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of fishing rods that get a lot of discount love, as I'd like to say. There are some that recur, like in the Lose brand, you get a lot of recurrences in the Lose brand, but it's not by and large just their rods in general. So when they have this kind of sale, I'd say take advantage of it if you can. But if you were looking at the Defy Black 2 as a rod to add to your arsenal, hold off until I get you a review on this rod here, and we'll see how we do, okay? So once again, I'm trying to avoid a yawn there. So once again, I want to mention, as I close out, don't do anything. I know we're in the, you know, purchase everything time of the year because from about the middle of October to the end of December, all of that is Black Friday season, not Black Friday, but Black Friday season. So don't do anything to break your family's budget during this time, but do everything within the law and within good ethics. Get out there on the water and break your personal best. Have a great time on the water, and I'll see you in the next video.